I'm so glad you are here. The theme this week is community. It's one I often use at the beginning of our program to just get us to connect together, really as a collective, as a community of mothers doing this work of awareness, of movement, of centering, and inviting all that we want to invite in this very group. It's very special to have a women's group, somewhere we can, an anchor we can come back to. And I really love our time, like Sunday morning, kind of like, hopefully it's slow for you, as slow as you can have it. I know some of you have toddlers and whatnot, but hopefully you have help. And then for this next hour, it can just be about you and your breath and your baby. So come cross-legged or on your knees. I think there's a few more. Good morning, Emily. So great. Okay. And let's start with your hands on your knees. And let's start with some hip circles. So we'll go taking the time to anchor down through your sits bones and creating swirls with the ins and the outs of your breath. And as we begin the class, to imagine us here, in a room, whether that be in a yoga studio or in the immediate room where you are, and just to connect with each other here. And our breath really lifts others in a way. Our breath is kind of what connects us to our pregnancy and to each other. And I really invite you here. The beauty of doing yoga at home, it's to really make it personal to you. And also, the first rule of yoga, pregnant or not, is if somebody does something that doesn't feel right, just to not do it. So I trust that you really follow your intuition and your gut feeling here. And, my favorite quote, which is really the backbone of all my parent classes, is the quote by Lao Tzu that says, "I know the way of all things by what is within me." Okay, so let that carry you throughout the classes and the weeks together. So tapping into your conscious breath. Sometimes I know at the beginning of a practice, I almost need to exaggerate my breath a little bit and then let it settle so that I become really intimate with the rhythms of the ins and the rhythms of the outs. And then if there should be stickiness in your hips, to just stop here, breathe here, tending to the places that want tending during this hour. Okay? Now get your rib cage involved, just a little bit more of the rib cage. Other side, hopefully you've started your playlist already. It's in the background, helping you to feel your movements. I know that's what music does for me. And my practice gets me out of my head and into my body. Take your tongue off the roof of the mouth, relax your face. And then get the neck. So you're kind of sitting and kind of free-flowing at the same time. Your arms are nice and limber. Noticing where you're holding on to control. So for the next hour, just letting the breath be boss, be in control of how and when and how you must move. And come back to long spine, long neck. Take your fingertips to the back. Create a little mini back bend as you look up. Your collarbones are nice and broad. Feeling the puff of hair in the front and the back of the heart. Inhale. And exhale, round in. So little sitting cat-cows here. Inhale, look up. exhale, round in. Few more. Last two. And last one. Chin in, and then roll yourself back up. Bring your palms at your chest, press them in, roll your shoulders back. Find your sits bones here. I always find myself kind of leaning forward too much, so lean back a little. Okay, for the next hour, being fully here, fully present, I will read our card for the morning from the Marvelous Mama deck. Community of Mama, draw me to your wholeness. Community of Mama, draw me to recognize myself in others. I see you as you see me. Invite hopes and dreams. Welcome your people. Take a deep breath here. And a sigh out. Sweep your arms up. Inhale, look up. Palms touch, press your palms and draw them back in. Two more like this. Inhale, big sweep up. And almost like you're taking something with you. And palms back to center. And one more, big sweep up. And palms back at the chest. Extend the legs out. So we'll start in a bit of a straddle. So it can be a very short straddle if you're feeling like really, really tight. So your straddle does not have to look like me. Can be much shorter, and you can have a bend in the knees for sure. Take your hands, and we'll go ahead and do one of my favorite. It is my favorite. What am I talking about? Rooting exercise. And do this before a sitting practice. It really helps me be at home in my body, anchored in my legs and my feet. Okay. And we'll go and take your fists in, and we'll go little taps. Little taps at the back. Okay, you decide the force of this. Little kidney. Wake up. Okay, interlace your fingers at the back, palms touched, and mini back bend again. So my knuckles are right now on my pillow that I'm sitting on, but enabling a little mini back bend, which we've done already. So you might figure out, okay, maybe go a bit further here. Maybe not. Release the grip, bring your arms out wide, and we'll go one way and then the other. You're creating waves with your body. Let the belly soften, and yet let the spine be nice and elongating, watching for the collapse here. Let the breath support your movements, your dance, your move into place. The immediacy of this moment, and also the spontaneity. You know, the next hour, there's all kinds of surprises that can happen. Okay, it's the mystery, leaving space for being odd. Okay. Interlace your fingers at the back of your head. Pull your neck up, and then lean back. We'll keep the right arm there so you can come back a bit more center so you're not in a back bend here. Take the left hand and trying to grab the back, or if not, I'm not even grabbing this morning, so I can grab my shirt. As I find a stretch in the back side of my right leg, and my legs are still nice and extended, right? So my feet, they're kind of pushing on imaginary walls here. Lots of space in between my toes as well. Inhale, reach your arm up, and we'll take the right arm to the side. And release that. So like come back to our wave. We'll go left and right. And right. Okay, come back to center. Interlace your fingers. Lean back. Come back, chin in a little bit, and then reach at the back. See if this side, I can't reach this morning either, so I'm very tight. Now let it be. I just give myself this permission to wake up little by little. Okay, so our tools this morning, our self-regulating tools, coming back to the breath always as a nest, as a home base to regulate yourself in all dimension. Yeah, so we're talking about the sturdy body, the dance body. We're also talking about the thoughts, the chitty-britty, the emotional fluctuations, okay, and the breath as well, the nervous system. So there's so much happening in this practice that moves really beyond the physical, okay. One more inhale, and then exhale, we'll release. So bring your feet in. Let's take a break. So if you didn't have a break, that's okay. You could have a pillow, even a small pillow, or you could just pretend you have something in between your legs. Okay, so squeeze. I'll go this way. And then hands to your low back. Pull your hands down. Squeeze the brick. We'll go into get a really small back bend, pulling your elbows in. And let baby or babies, I'm sure some of you have twins in there on my Wednesday nights, and if someone has twins, but just let them swim in there. Big part of our purpose here in prenatal yoga is make space for your growing, stretching body. Okay, and then good, look forward. So you'll take the break now, whoops, and then depending on how long your arms are, mine aren't long enough. I once had a teacher, she could I don't know how she did, she had such long arms. But so using the brick and then reach the left arm up. But keep that lift through the inner thighs. Really magnetize your inner thighs. Okay, so reach up, left lung on top of the right. If your neck's bothering you, just look down, okay? So co-contract your arms, muscles to bone. We'll go up, inhale, take the brick, and we'll go on the other side. We'll go up and on the other side. If you're listening to the playlist, I put some songs from, well, I think one of them from that show Bridgerton. I'm obsessed with. It's so beautiful. So I don't know if you'll recognize that. So we'll go up, inhale. And letting the song, the music is really there to support your practice and getting your frontal brain back down into your heart so you may feel a little bit more. So take your break now. Keep the lift in between your inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale down just halfway. So roll your shoulders back and then press your hands on the brick. So we'll go up, inhale. So you could do this without the brick, yeah? So we go up and down. Up and down, up and down. down. Last one, and down. Okay, and then palms back at the chest. Let's go hands and knees, and you'll use the width of your mat. I'm just gonna go get my elastic real quick here. Okay, so we'll use the length of your mat. I love this little sequence. I will show you here. It's a bit Pilates inspired. It was really nice for the side body, okay? And so many of you, when pregnant, you're holding on to so much, the side body can get really tensed up, okay? So extend the right leg out. Okay, so push on your hands. Look at your fingers. There's lots of space in your fingers, and you're engaging your palms. We'll go in a variation of child's pose. So sit back down, hips to heel. So obviously, if your belly is much bigger, you might not go all the way down, just figuring it out, okay? So we'll go inhale, round the spine, get your claws in, and then exhale, drop baby, and we'll go, not really drop baby, but you know what I mean, hips to heel, okay? So let's go for this vinyasa right here, linking breath, round, round, round. Drop belly, hips to heel. Let's go down 2 more times. So we'll go round, round, round. Get your claws in. Drop belly, hips to heel. Okay, so we'll go back up, inhale. Now, prop yourself up, hands to the hips. Some of you have done this little sequence with me before. I love it. So we'll go slide the right hand down, and then turn the lung up, and let baby soften here. Let your belly almost like drop to the side. Imagine you're like, there's a wall there, so you're leaning back. Reach the left arm out. Okay, if you find your head heavy, sometimes if my head really heavy when I do this, I can even like cradle my head. Okay, so reach your arm up. And we'll go all the way to the other side. Vashisthasana, side plank. Keep like there's like a, almost like a knife edge of that right foot down. Really nice and anchored. And let's go into our tick-tocks here. So we'll go up for tick. And other side for tock. Continue. If you wanted like a foam under that left knee, I hope some of you have gathered that you can do that. Okay, last one. Okay, and then the last we'll go lift. Okay, an option to bend the back knee, and perhaps you try grabbing, perhaps it doesn't. Okay, but just lean back and then create the stretch. Okay, if it's too much, don't do it. The yoga just wants you to try. Okay, maybe you're back here. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, you're perfect as you are. It's really hard for me when I can't see you to see what's going on. Okay, so these shapes are invitations. So we come back, out, back. We'll come to the front. Okay, and then right knee down. And sway the hips right. And sway the hips left. So in, dropping into your SIs. Okay, I'm excited for the other side. Extend the left leg out. Find the edge of that back foot. Okay, so this right here. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll go inhale, exhale down, hips to heel. So on the way up, we go round, drop belly, go down, hips to heel. Okay, close your eyes. can you create an internal sense of reference? Last two. And one. Okay, here we are. So you could get a pillow under that knee, yeah? Oh, that feels much better. So we'll come up. Okay. And slide the left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Okay, so can we go right hand down and then reach? So we'll go up, inhale, and down, exhale. What a different side. Sometimes my sides are so different. I think it's not the same body operating though. Last two. Okay, so land the right hand down. Your wrist is on the bottom of your shoulder, so it's not forward and it's not back. Okay, and then kick. And then see where you want to go. Extend and come back. Okay, left knee down, and we can sway left and right. Okay, and then come on a seat. Please have some water. It's a great time for a little sip of water. And I'll just grab mine. Hello, whoever's come on. Oops. Okay, so I'll have some water. Okay, so let's come back on our knees and then we'll come up and do our goddess flow, okay? So coming back and then come to put the brick in between your thighs. And again, there's a way to do this. I can still lift my inner thighs even if I don't have a brick, okay? Cheapest bricks are Winners. You can get some in Bhavana, and Halifax has some in the Address Stone. I believe you can get them online as well. Okay, so we'll go right arm down and then left arm up. So we're back here. Okay, got you. We'll go up and onto the left. Up and onto the right. Okay, so your lift, you're not sinking, up. Okay, up. And exhale down. One more up. I'm imagining you doing this. If you didn't have a brick, we go up and left. Up and left. Okay, you can let the brick down now. We go up, palms together, bend the elbows, and then lean back. Keep squeezing the brick. Keep the right elbow bent, and we'll reach the left arm back. And we'll switch the grip. We'll go on the other side. If you can't grab your fingers, grabbing your shirt. and release. Okay, hip circles. We often start the class with these. So these would be your like staple things that you could do really every day. The staple postures and forms that I recreate throughout this class can actually be used for early labor. And something I actually teach in the labor and delivery yoga workshop. Something like squat, something like puppy pose, something like hands and knees, something like a low lunge. And you're really more likely to do them in early labor if you're actually doing them in real life, if that makes sense. So we'll switch side. Okay, and actually let's go from here, from your hip circles, let's go into a low lunge. So we'll go right foot forward. You magnetize your thighs again, and then interlace your fingers 2 inches below the right knee. Okay, so breathe from the sides of the body as if there was like a wind machine coming up. Have the arms alongside the body, palms face down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and we'll go gold post arms. And arms alongside, and we'll sit into a hamstring stretch. Let's do a counter twist on the left side. So right hand to the left thigh, left hand back. Turn your body back to center, and then we'll walk right the weave of the breath forward. Extend the right leg out, okay? So right hip down, left hip back. Let baby drop, but engage your arms and engage your leg. And sometimes it's almost like you feel your back is rounding up. And I'd rather that than you kind of being completely collapsed, okay? And from here, let's do 5 mini push-up, yoga push-ups with your elbows in. And I dare you to smile. Inhale. Exhale down halfway. You know, smiling is almost also an invitation. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right knee down, well done. And we'll go hip circles. Allowing for this really intrinsic energy, like moving from the inside to almost take over you. Coming back to your breath, to this sense of community. That's our theme today. So we'll go left foot forward. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below the left knee. So tight grip, grow tall, inhale. And exhale, deepen into the lunge. Arms alongside the body, palms face down. Inhale, big sweep. And then exhale back. Exhale, palms at the chest. And sit back. Okay, Hardha Hanuman. So again, watching your extremities, okay? I'm a bit of annoying with that in prenatal because you've lost that core, right? So this is it's all embodied by something else. So your arms and your legs, they're very, very fundamental in all the yoga class, but most especially in prenatal. Okay, left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand back. and then come back facing forward. We'll go ride the wave of your breath forward. Extend the left leg out, so left hip down, right hip back. Kick and pull, okay? Got you. Fill the back up with air, nice and buoyant. Inhale. You've got this. We got 5. Okay, pregnant yoga is not restorative yoga, okay? Very much. I think there's one more. Okay, nice. And then we'll go puppy pose. So feet hip width, hips on top of your knees. And we'll go lean forward. And prop back up, curl your toes, hips up high, downward facing dog. Yeah. Can you connect with your hands and your feet? Can you hear your breath? And the ones of others doing this with you? I know they're technically not in a room with you, but through your breath, we have access to each other in community. Look forward, walk forward, feet hip width. So ragdoll yourself down here, still nice grip on your legs, your belly's in between your thighs. Grab your elbow bones, and you can sway left and right. Good. And then bring your feet belly width, hands to the hips, bend your knees, inhale halfway, tuck the chin in, and exhale the rest of the way up. Okay, and we'll come into a goddess flow here. So wide squat, your knees align with your big toes. Watch for them to drop. I want them to drop, okay? We'll go into a freedom mudra. Your thumbs interlace, your palms are nice and wide. And let's go up, big sweep, palms touch, and exhale. Come back in through Sushumna and then back. Okay, central channel, which is consequently the birth channel. So we'll go 3 more up. You're making way for all that wants to make way. The path of least resistance. We'll go 3 up. Circle back. Let's do 2 more. Big sweep. I'm going too fast for you, slow it down. Okay, and down. And watching if you are going faster, are you just avoiding a little something? I know when I go faster, I usually kind of skip on things, yeah? And in. And circle. Okay, only 2 standing shapes today. We'll go into a straight leg Trikonasana. So making sure your bricks are near. And then a tree pose. Okay. And then I want to go on our bums, on our seat. Time is flying by. This class always goes so quick. So make sure you have a brick, and if not, make sure you don't go too deep. So I'd love for you to create a triangle shape with your legs. The back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And think of it again of like the razor, the knife edge of your feet. When pregnant or not, we usually there's much more going on in the front, right? We talk in the front, we walk in the front, we do everything down So this aspect of reversal and having more awareness in the back side of the body really helps for posture and this feeling of wholesomeness. Pick up your quads, which are almost like your new core when you're pregnant, and then sweep your arms up. Right, so this and the back, the low back's holding your belly. Also this and the side body, okay? That's what I mean by that. So we'll reach forward, and then you can pivot your arms. So I'll reach to my brick. I'm even on my fingertips, and then I open, right? You can even take your hand, open, and then reach. And then slowly coming out, I create a little bend. It helps me to come back up. Okay. Hands to the hips. We'll make way on the other side. I will take my brick along, place it here. Okay, back is parallel. Front, think of the back as if there was a wall there, leaning back, breathing back. It's a concept called reversal. You're not just breathing here, you're breathing at the back, as if somebody has your hands to the back. It's one of the most healing things you can ever do, have your hands to somebody's back. Reach your arms out, inhale, energize the arms. Reach forward, and then pivot. And then come back up. Okay, let's face your toes forward. We have time for a little wide-legged forward bend. So inhale, look back, look up and back, I should say, and then exhale down. So pick up your quads again, come down, lean forward, lean back. Take your hand and you can touch your left hand with the right on your way up and reach up and high. And then right hand reaches forward, reach, 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 and then comes back here. Other side. So we'll go touch, 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 touch. And then reach forward. Good. Heel toe, feet hip width, hands at your hips, inhale halfway, tuck the chin in, and exhale the rest of the way up. Vrikshasana tree pose. Ground down with the left, bend the right knee up, open on the right side, foot below or above the knee. Okay, just not on the knee, please. And then palms at your chest. Okay, all kinds of clamps happening. So foot to standing leg, palm to palm, long neck. You can reach your arms up and high. And we'll go arms out wide. Okay, welcoming our Rike. Palms back, right knee in, and sew the foot back down. Hands to the hips, ground down with the right, bend the left. Foot below or above the knee. Palms up the chest. Yeah, sweep your arms up. Palms back at your chest. Left knee in. And sole the foot back down. So we'll have your feet like really wide. We can go do some hip circles here. Other side. You make the circle smaller and smaller. Okay, the great Tadasana, mountain pose, standing tall, proud, with awareness of your breath, your spark, which is really doubled when you are with a baby in your belly. Connecting with the other mothers present here through breath. Breathe in and sigh. Okay, great. Make your way if you want a sip of water. Be good. And we'll take your pillow. Sit on the pillow. Okay, so today we'll go into cow face pose. If it should be too much on your legs, hopefully it's not too much on your arms because we've done the upper body part before, twice now. But you'll take the left knee under, the right knee on top. So for you, this could look like this. And then sometimes too, we're kind of like leaning on one side, so to make sure that your sits bones are nice and grounded. And if not, you can have juxtaposing both knees. I like to pull kind of my feet down as if there was like sandbags. Okay, so if this is too much, never mind. You could go into a figure four, okay, or a square pose. Okay, so even you could do square pose with the, okay, so making the yoga work for you, okay, not against you, because that's a waste of time. Okay. So we'll go right arm back and left arm locks. Breathe in and breathe out. So release your arms and we'll go one last side stretch. We'll go left arm down, right arm up. And inhale back up. And you can release the legs and we'll just sway left and right. Okay, so my right foot's going to be under now. Not sure which side you had. So just figure in, out, side's much tighter. And we'll go left arm up and back. Release your arms. Right arm down and we'll reach. And come back up. And release. And we can sway left. On your left side, and we'll stay on this side, and we'll go into a twist this way. Okay, so we'll go right hand to the left, so utilize your fingertips to lift you up. Okay, and then we'll go on the left side. So prop up, and we'll go on the right side. And then come up to center. The choice of Shavasana this morning, it's either legs up the wall or imaginary, I guess, wall, but maybe the room you're in does have a good wall, so you can have your feet up. And if you did, to make sure you have a brick under your low back, please, so there's elevation there. That would be really important. And if not, we can lay on our left side or simply staying seated. It's fine as well. I'll go on my left side, and then I noticed that if we were listening to the playlist, it was a bit too short, so I'll just go and put the song Sweet Life back on. Okay, so we can at least have a few minutes here into our preferred Shavasana. So if you're on your side, you're on your left side. Okay, and using the Shavasana time for integration. By that I mean just integrating all the learnings of the last hour and surrendering, dropping into your body, your bones. And often, you know, in this class most especially, I think we're fighting how heavy we feel sometimes. I speak in my own experience when I was pregnant, you know, it might not be yours, and I invite you to actually give in to the heaviness you might feel. And the heaviness might be energetic, but it could like really just be physical as well, because it probably is. Okay. And so to really give in here and trust that the ground will hold you, that we're all going to hold each other up. That's really what this community theme card class is about. Okay. Keep breathing deeper now. And staying with what you've created inside, outside, to get you to prop yourself up. Take your time. I don't know if Ashley makes you sing at the end of class, but I do. I love this closing mantra chant that you've probably, if you've done prenatal with me before, you have done this chant. And it's A Change Arrives, I Can Flow. It's part of your playlist. I added it. And I'd love for you to take this opportunity to really heighten your vibration with the singing. Just make it fun. Okay? And it's playing right now on my computer, so I'll just go ahead. Change arrives, I can flow. Change arrives, I can flow. Change arrives, I can flow. Oh, two more. Change arrives, I can flow. Change arrives, I can flow. Bring your palms at your chest, and we'll go 3 sweeps up to officially end our practice. Big sweep up, palms back in, and one more, and in. Okay, I salute you for doing this. It's a big deal. I know sometimes it's hard in your home too, so well done, well done. Namaste. Namaste. So delighted we can connect together every Sunday. You will meet with Ashley, same time, same place. And yeah, please register to the spring session if you wanted spot for in studio. And I wish you a good week.